Pokemon Legends Arceus is fun. A lot of fun. So much fun that you would have never thought Pokemon could reach this level of fun again. How's it going, everyone? My name is Roman from the Sunnyside Squad, and today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my first impressions with Pokemon Legends Arceus. So obviously, first thing to note is that this game is pretty much an open world Pokemon game, something that a lot of Pokemon fans have been waiting for since the very beginning of Pokemon. After playing the game for about 20 to 30 minutes, I passed the first tutorial section and I finally got into the open world aspect of it. And the gameplay loop pretty much encourages you to just go around looking for different Pokemon, catching them, battling them, seeing certain Pokemon use specific moves, and all of this helps you rank up your Pokedex. Initially, I felt like I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do every single task in this game. And I got a little worried that I wasn't going to get any sleep the following day. But thankfully, that feeling, it didn't go away, but it kind of curbed itself a little bit. I was able to respect the game for what it is and not feel the need to finish every single thing right there and then. A few big differences in this game versus the previous Pokemon games is obviously being able to walk around freely and see Pokemon in the overworld. Just being able to run around and throw Pokeballs at Pokemon is so much fun. It's weirdly something that makes so much sense, and obviously everyone wanted it for so long. And now that it's implemented in a game here, it just clicks instantly. If you ever played any kind of Pokemon game, this is just the next obvious step for the games to take. Also, not being locked into a camera during battles feels great. I'm so over the whole, walking through the grass, encountering a Pokemon, having the little animation music play through. You throw out your Pokemon, then you select a move, they select a move, and during this whole process, you're just locked into this generic camera angle, which is very iconic, don't get me wrong, and it works, when it does, but Pokemon has been just overusing it for the past 20-25 years. We needed something fresh. It was really fun for me to run around my Pokemon and the wild Pokemon and be able to basically navigate the battle and command my Pokemon through wherever I want to be at. I get to see different points of the battle. I could be on behind the wild Pokemon telling my Pokemon what to do. It just kind of helps you immerse yourself more into this world than it did before. And another thing this game does really well that helps amplify this immersion is being able to toss your Pokemon out in the overworld. So just being in the town, I was able to throw out my entire team and all my Pokemon were just kind of hanging around my character, and it felt really cool. It felt like in the anime and how you would really envision Pokemon to be in real life. If they were actual pets of yours, you can just bring them out and hang out with them. You didn't have to just take them out during battles. You could just be lounging around with them, and you can interact with them too, and they interact with each other, they react to one another, and that's really cool. Again, just making everything feel real and full of life. Another really great thing this game does is it brings in crafting, which I know a lot of open world games have been pretty much bringing this mechanic into play, and now it's finally making its way into Pokemon, and it does a really good job. Obviously nothing revolutionary, but it's a really welcome addition to this Pokemon game and to the franchise. Collecting items in the overworld is pretty fun so far. I won't lie, it is getting a little tedious, but I always get so excited when I see an apricorn tree, since that's pretty much one of the main ingredients needed to make Pokeballs. So I'm always finding myself running over there and sending my Pokemon out to attack the tree so I can collect the apricorns. You're able to create revives and potions and a bunch of other items, I'm sure, that I just haven't had a chance to really discover yet. This game also introduces something called Alpha Pokemon, which are these really big, scary looking Pokemon that kind of walk around in certain areas of the map. You can instantly recognize who they are because they are obviously a lot bigger than other Pokemon, and they have these glowy red eyes. They're usually much higher level than the other Pokemon in the area, and if you see one, you're pretty much gonna have to battle it in order to catch it. My first encounter with the alpha Pokemon was a wild Rapidash, and at first I got really excited because I saw a Rapidash that was huge, but it also gave me a feeling that if I go to this Pokemon right now, I'm probably gonna die. So I tried to catch it without it noticing me, and when I threw the Pokeball at it, instead of reacting like the other Pokemon when I throw Pokeballs at them, this wild Rapidash just kind of disregarded the Pokeball, noticed me, and came charging right at me, so I dipped instantly. It was the most exhilarating yet terrifying experience I felt in a Pokemon game since probably the original Red, Blue, and Yellow. Now for the negatives. There's not that many, honestly, and I've only played about 3 hours so far. Obviously, the big one is the graphics don't look amazing. I feel like they're passable. I could definitely deal with them. There were a few times where during cutscenes, you know, the camera pans over to a different part and you see for a split second the background just finishes loading, and it just kind of pulls you away from the experience. You know, it's not a deal breaker by any means. It's just a little unfortunate. Obviously, the Switch isn't the strongest system that can run this game, but I'm really hoping that this is the stepping stone for the franchise to keep going in this direction, and that eventually we'll have hardware that can run the game as well as it should, and for it to just constantly improve on itself. A bigger issue of mine is the fact that you can't actually jump, which I found to be very annoying at times, since when I'm kind of walking on these little cliffs and hillsides, my character literally can just grab on the ledge and climb over or jump over it, but since there's no jump button or climb mechanic, I have to kind of walk around it where there's a much less steep angle for me to walk up to that point. So that's a bit of a downer, but again, nothing too drastic there, just something I noticed. And of course, it goes without saying that the Pokemon Company took a huge inspiration from Breath of the Wild, and as soon as I saw the trailer, I instantly thought, okay, this is Pokemon Breath of the Wild. I'm sure everyone thought that, so I can't help but compare it to Breath of the Wild. And the first hour or so, I felt that same kind of feeling playing this game. I felt like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start looking. This map is so big, there's so much to explore, so much to discover. And after playing for maybe another hour or two, that feeling started to kind of fade, just because in terms of finding new things and exploring the map, obviously you're just seeing Pokemon, and that's always fun to discover new Pokemon and see them, but there was just it kind of got a little samey for me. I would see some new Pokemon, I would catch them a few times, I would maybe look for some materials, and then there's not really anything else to do in that area. Whereas I know in Breath of the Wild, you could go to certain areas, there are monsters to fight, there's treasure chests to be found, there are temples, those little shrines, there's, you know, mountains to climb, there's just so much more to do. And maybe it's my fault for comparing it to Breath of the Wild, because even though it takes inspiration from there, it is a completely different game, and I still love the heck out of it. I think this game is fantastic, and it gets so close to what everybody really wanted Pokemon to become. So I'm happy that this is the direction it's going in. Overall, really loving this game. I'm only 3 hours in. I'm really looking forward to continuing to play it and just get immersed in the story and see all the different Pokemon. I know there's a bunch of Hisuian forms that I haven't even yet discovered, and I'm still on the first map out of 5, so obviously there's a lot of game left to play. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Pokemon Legends Arceus. What about you guys? Do you like this game and where the Pokemon Company is taking this franchise? Or did you feel that there was a lot more that this game could have brought to the table? Leave your comments down below, and if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We post all different kinds of Pokemon content ranging between TCG card openings, Pokemon discussions, video game discussions, and Pokemon content in general. Thanks so much for watching this Sunnyside Squad video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.